And it's Car Con Carne here on a Monday. Quarantine Con Carne. This is now the 124th episode I've done from home, the 441st if you're keeping track at home. Overall, Car Con Carne is sponsored by C&H Financial Services. C&H offers a variety of products ranging from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expenses tied to accepting credit cards. C&H also offers cost-effective commercial lending programs, which can help you get your business the money it needs to make it through these unprecedented times. To learn more, contact C&H Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or go to chfs.us. My guests tonight, they are socially distanced on a couch. It is the band, 3/4 of the band Camina. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How's it going? Good evening.
So we have Adrian, Dave, and Carlos on the couch, and there's a pet dog in there too, from what I saw before we started.
Yeah, he's hanging out. That's
What-
Buddy.
Buddy the dog. How,
It's for universal appeal. He's gonna be 3 in
He's
September.
only 3.
Yeah, it's 3 years old.
chicks dig it, man.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Have a dog in the frame. So I want to talk to you about your history. The name Camina is new to a lot of us. You guys aren't new. Help me understand. I knew you and some of these songs on this album as Stoop Goodnoise. Where did Camina come from?
Yeah, Stoop Goodnoise was our original band name. We've had that for a while, but it always felt like a roadblock. People would watch us live, they'd like it, and then never remember the name. And so it felt like
how can you not remember Stoop Goodnoise?
It always became a mispronunciation like game.
Okay, I get that.
Stomp good times.
Stomp good time. It just like was like, so let's try something new. So right before COVID, we were gonna move to Los Angeles and try it there for a while. And we decided if we go that way, like can we try a new concept? Can we try a new name? And Camina felt really friendly to like mispronounce. Even if you mispronounce it, you get it right. And most of us are Mexican American, so like felt like it kind of tied into that a little bit, and it just stuck. It felt right, so we kept it going.
I mean, my Spanish classes are years behind me, but Camina means walk, right?
Yeah, Camina walk. And it also felt like you could say Camina or Camina, like whatever you wanted to say. It felt normal.
See, a guy like me, I can't say Camina. It's like when you go to a restaurant and someone says, no, it's not a croissant, it's a croissant.
Yeah.
Can you just let me have this one? All right, so it's kind of like putting a fresh coat of paint. I get the whole name change to make you more accessible, so so it sticks. It makes perfect sense to me. Now, you said you were talking about moving to LA. Enter 2020.
Yeah.
Are you Chicago bound for the foreseeable future because of COVID?
Yeah, we were just, Dave and I and Carlos were having a conversation outside about how it doesn't make sense. Like if you were going to LA, it would be to like play shows, it'd be to do something, and that doesn't seem to have an answer right now.
Yeah.
So at least vaccine, like post-vaccine, or maybe give it a year. But there's no huge, I guess there's no like time set or date set on moving back out there. It's more of like, let's see what happens. Let's let the dust settle and then make up our minds in the future.
It really comes down to what's best for Buddy.
Yeah. Well, Buddy, I think he would come with by this. Yeah.
I would hope so.
He's
All right, so
in LA. Yeah.
Let's talk about your longevity then. Let's, from Stoop Goodnoise forward. I mean, you guys have been around the block. That sounds terrible. You've been around for a while. I mean, the first EP came out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So sorry.
There's a lot of member changes that came through, and then we finally got Dave for
the third Dave, by the way.
Yeah, the third Dave in the room.
Another Dave before.
There was two. There's two. Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the core, Adrian, it's always been you and Luis, your brother.
Yeah. He plays drums and I sing and play guitar. And we've always seen people to not have like as much dedication, so they phase out, and then we keep doing what we're doing. And we found Bela, who joined Stoop Goodnoise and played bass for a while, and then Dave came on, played guitar, And then now that Bela has left, like we have Carlos jump on bass, and it feels like that kind of like cohesiveness is back, and it feels pretty good.
So you've seen and been through everything in Chicago. Tell me about. I mean, I know you're talking about leaving for California, but tell me some good stories about coming up through the Chicago music scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. We've played a lot of like dives, a lot of concert halls, toured in the Midwest, toured in the East Coast, and Chicago feels like, oh, it is home. It's been like 32 years for me now, but like there's something cool left to be seen here. I think there's a scene that hasn't been tapped into yet that could be reignited. I think post COVID, I think it's going to happen.
Yeah,
I think right before COVID, it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I
mean, the coolest thing, I think, like journeying from playing in bands as I was a kid, going from like churches to playing in like dive bars to playing like stuff like Shubas and like Metro. Like again, like saying those names right now makes me like miss it so much.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I mean, I've only been in the band, I mean, almost like 7 years, but when I joined, it took it to a whole new level of playing like these places I only dreamed of playing.
Yeah.
And now dream of playing again, you know?
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, like that one like high point was the Metro. I think we all like in high school dreamed of playing there, and we did that, and that felt awesome to do. And it's like, okay, what's the next high? Where can we take Camina then?
Makes sense. So every artist has handled the pandemic and these shitty circumstances differently. You guys have been keeping busy. I mean, you put out new music. I've seen pictures of you in a practice space getting together. What has this been a creatively fertile time for you, or did it take a while to kind of rev up and find your groove during all this?
Yeah, I think Dave could go into this a little bit deeper because he found a new whole like guitar
definitely.
pedal addiction.
Yeah, like I was just in the beginning of this pandemic, I was like, I really want to like broaden or open up my pedal experience because I've only had like a distortion and delay pedal. So I bought like a spring reverb, and I was just like, okay, this is cool. And then now I've become such a gearhead by accident, like buying like a new pedal like every other week because like that pursuit for tone is never ending. So like that's where I'm at right now. Like I have like 3 different delay pedals, looper pedals, fuzz pedals, and just like
He's over
pedaled, but just trying to like find that sound because I think that's like the new adventure that we're on is like Camina is like if I could go back and re-record like some of the Stoop stuff like with these newer toys, like that'd be so cool because like it's all these hindsight stuff of like, oh, now I know what my sound could be or can be now. So yeah, now I'm a complete gearhead and I get it. I get why people love pedals and everything.
Now, are you buying all these pedals e-commerce, or are you going into places?
I'm going to places like I've been to like Rock and Roll Vintage on like Damon and Lawrence. They're really cool. Like it's all like curbside stuff. Chicago Music Exchange definitely, and like they have a lot in stock. Like when I remember going there like a month ago where you could walk in, and now it's like all curbside. So you have to like pre-order it, pay for it online, pick it up. So like I'm still trying to support like all these like local stores because they need it more than ever now.
No doubt about it.
I do wish I could try these pedals before I buy them sometimes because it's a lot of like watching like YouTube clips of like, yeah, that sounds really cool. That would work for me.
It doesn't.
Sometimes.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about new music. 12th House. Now, A Dream of Cloves and Hydra are songs that I'd heard before. In fact, I played them on my radio show. Hydra, to me, here's where you really feel the loss of being able to play out live. This to me sounds like one of those big epic show closing songs. You got like the sing along built into it. This is actually your arena ready song to me.
Yeah,
thank you. Right on.
It's got a lot of energy. That album's a lot of fun, and that's why we carried it over to Camina. It was kind of like half we like these songs and half like we got to have something just in case we're all dried up on round 3 or something. So those songs were dope. Like I feel like it was the first time we really wanted to make something we wanted to listen to. Before it was a lot of like, let's just get it out, let's play in the studio. And now we teamed up with Daniel Salcido, who now is in LA, but he had Command Space Audio, and he really like made us be better in the studio.
Yeah.
You know, we brought it.
And I remember like trying to write that record and trying to think of it in a popscape, like think of like making like pop songs with still rock and roll, and like making a more I think like working with Daniel also made these songs a lot more approachable, and like dialing back the distortion and then like making the guitar lines like work. I remember like there's a point where we cut like a breakdown because like it was like 4 measures and then Daniel cut it down to 2, and it was like such a big difference in like sound quality and like listenability. So that was awesome.
I love this stuff. Sexy Motorcycle. Sexy Motorcycle to me makes me feel like it's 1998. I'm at Double Door. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's crowded. It's the walls are sweating. It has that kind of 90s indie rock. True, like indie rock, like just rock of the independent kind.
Yeah, we were during that writing, like we were heavily inspired by like local H, like bands like that, like you know, Burning Brides. It's like, can we be hard and soft at the same time? So there's moments in that album that kind of let it slow down, but there's definitely that moment where it's like you have these fuzz pedals and you have kind of like this big space to get wild, and we really brought it in that sense, I think.
And there's Wrong Way on the Highway, which is not part of 12th House.
That's a COVID jam. I wrote that in while working from home. That was done in March, I think. And we did like whatever that Pro Tools Tennis, like we just bounced it back and forth. Nigel Evan Dennis helped me out on that one. And it was an acoustic guitar, laptop, like it was bare bones. But that was a great moment to kind of really dial it back, right? Like really see where we've come as musicians and like try new things and get out of our comfort zone a little bit. You know, that's what's
because we're all out of our comfort zones right now.
Yeah.
Although we're at home, so it's a little comfortable. All right. So the question I ask every artist during this period, while all this is going on, how can we support you? Bandcamp Day is Friday. Should
Bandcamp's up. Bandcamp has everything. Just share the album. Follow us on Instagram. It's Camina Band. We're really not like selling much. I think Bandcamp has it up for sale, but it's more about like awareness right now. Just, you know, go listen to it, see if you like it, share it. That goes a long way for us.
You know, I mentioned that song Hydra. If someone is watching or listening, it's a good song on first listen. By the time you get to your 4th or 5th listen, you can't get enough of it. It really is one of those songs that to me just keeps growing and getting well seasoned. And it's really solid. I would say start with Hydra and then branch out in the other directions on the album. Great stuff. All right, guys, stay healthy and well. Thank you for doing this tonight. Anything else we should know about you before we say goodbye to the Facebook feed?
Just stay tuned. We're going to be putting out new music soon. So it's going to be awesome.
Because it's been a while.
Yeah.
5
months,
like an eternity. Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys, we're going to stop Facebook Live. Thank you, everyone, for watching there.